How would you feel if I told you that the next generation of $300,000 jobs isn't in law, medicine, or Wall Street? It's in places you can't even major in yet? Right now, inside a handful of AI labs, biotech startups, and quantum computing facilities, careers are forming that don't exist on any university syllabus. They combine machine intelligence with human judgment, neuroscience with code, and ethics with engineering, and they're paying $300,000 plus for people who can speak all those languages at once. The shock? The global workforce has almost no one ready for them. There are about 200 AI alignment engineers on Earth, around 1,500 quantum developers, fewer than 300 brain-computer interface specialists. Yet demand by 2030 will be tens of thousands. That's not a skills gap. That's a vacuum measured in multiples. The old road to high income, get a degree, climb a corporate ladder, has hit a dead end. The new road looks more like an energy burst. 6 to 12 months of learning, a few years of applied creativity, and exponential leverage through intelligent tools. We're entering what economists call frontier talent age, where a small set of cross-disciplinary thinkers command immense financial and societal influence. This isn't hype. It's data plus geometry of scarcity. But here's the twist most people miss. These roles aren't gated by elite degrees. They're gated by speed, the speed at which you can learn, adapt, and connect disciplines before the mainstream education system catches up. So before we map the specific fields paying $300,000 and beyond, ask yourself, if the most valuable skill in the next decade is learning to learn, are you moving fast enough? For decades, we were promised that hard work and a college degree would guarantee success. But an uncomfortable statistic has emerged. Nearly 60% of American workers now admit their formal education has little to do with what they actually do for a living. That disconnect is widening fast. Machines aren't just replacing muscle. They're beginning to replace mind. Automation now handles what white-collar professionals once called thinking. AI writes reports, summarizes meetings, drafts code, and analyzes markets in seconds. The tasks we thought prove human intelligence have quietly become algorithmic chores. Here's the paradox. When AI eats a routine, human value doesn't vanish. It migrates upward. It shifts to judgment, interpretation, and integration at technology's edge. But here's the problem. Our institutions still train for the middle of the pyramid, not the top. Universities teach yesterday's disciplines, as if tomorrow will politely wait its turn. Career counseling still points grads toward jobs that may not exist by 2028, while the fastest growing opportunities, AI alignment, synthetic biology, quantum systems, cognitive interface design, barely appear in academic catalogs. That mismatch isn't academic, it's economic. Scarcity breeds premium value. If only a few hundred people on Earth can solve a safety problem in autonomous AI or build a brain-computer interface that interprets thought, companies will pay whatever it takes. And if you aren't in that talent pool, you'll be living in an economy run by those who are. So the real question isn't, will AI take my job? It's, will you move fast enough to design the jobs AI creates? Because in the next decade, the difference between a $90,000 salary and a $300,000 salary won't be intelligence. It'll be adaptation speed. So, what exactly are these frontier careers reshaping the $300,000 landscape? They're not science fiction. They're already quietly hiring. Behind closed doors at AI labs, alignment engineers are training machines not just what to think, but how to think safely. There are roughly 200 people on Earth qualified to do it. Yet, global demand will soon break 5,000. Do the math. That's 24 times more need than supply. Across biotech corridors from Boston to Singapore, synthetic biology designers are programming living cells to produce fuels and medicines. Instead of software code, they write genetic code. In quantum startups, developers fluent in Qiskit or Cirq design algorithms for computers that use atoms instead of bits, processing power that could append cybersecurity, materials design, and finance. And on the edges of neuroscience, brain-computer interface engineers are teaching machines to read and respond to thought itself. Their work will redefine accessibility, gaming, even education, And yes, their salaries are already brushing the $300,000 mark. These jobs share one secret. Complexity is currency. They demand synthesis, machine learning plus ethics, biology plus data science, physics plus software. The rarer your intersection of skills, the higher your leverage. The exciting part? You don't need a PhD or a secret institutional password. Most of the learning material is open source. IBM's Qiskit, OpenAI's safety courses, BioBricks, BrainFlow, they're all public. What's scarce is information. It's people willing to engage with it deeply, consistently, and early. This is the new economic geometry. Scarcity times leverage times responsibility equals value. The old credential pyramid collapses. In its place rises a network of self-directed experts commanding market-defined pay. But if these roles are so accessible in theory, why aren't more people preparing right now? Here's the part that changes everything. The future elite won't be chosen by diplomas. They'll be chosen by proof of adaptability. In the 2030s job market, the resume that matters most is a GitHub repository, an AR-14 post, or a visible project showing you can solve real problems with new tools. Credentials are lagging indicators. Competence is a currency. Think about it. A 21-year-old who spends 9 months mastering reinforcement learning through open-source projects can out-earn a 35-year-old with a decade of experience in legacy software engineering. The formal timeline of success is being compressed. This is where the $300K shift reaches its twist. The fast learner now beats the long learner. Frontier companies don't need perfect pedigree. They need people who can learn faster than the field itself evolves. That's why hiring managers in climate tech, quantum computing, and AI governance are scanning GitHub more than graduate theses. The very mechanism that once limited access to top earnings, university gatekeeping, is dissolving under open resources, global collaboration, and AI-assisted learning tools. Coursera, Hugging Face Qiskit, Symbio Hubs, all sit one Google search away. The leverage gap isn't technical anymore. It's psychological. So the question shifts from can I qualify to can I commit? The knowledge is free. The mentors are online. The projects are open. What's missing is your decision to begin before the crowd believes the hype. Because 5 years from now, the people earning $300,000 aren't the ones discovering these fields. They're the ones who already built in them. And that leads to the real end game. If the frontier is open, what stops you from walking in? Here's the truth hiding in plain sight. The race toward the $300,000 frontier isn't about luck, IQ, or access. It's about timing plus initiative. The 2030s economy doesn't reward obedience. It rewards synthesis. People who connect AI with biology or climate science with data or ethics with engineering will redefine what qualified means. And they'll get paid accordingly. Because when the world needs only a few thousand of something essential, every one of those people becomes priceless. We are quietly stepping into the age of judgment amplified by technology, an era where machines handle logic and humans handle meaning. That human layer, discernment, trust, creativity, is the ultimate economic moat. If your skill set feels outdated, take heart. The same disruption closing old doors is flinging new ones wide open. You can retool in months, not decades. You can build a portfolio that proves mastery before universities even write the syllabus. You can choose to be early instead of lucky. Start small. One project, one new framework, one community of builders. The momentum compounds faster than fear. Because the real future work isn't about surviving automation. It's about commanding it. And those who learn to do that will write the next decade's job descriptions and pay scales. So, the next time someone says there are no good jobs left, remember this video and smile. There are, in fact, better jobs than ever. They just live one skill stack away. Stay tuned. In our next episode, we're mapping the 5 emerging skills that will outlast AI itself, from cognitive design to ethical systems thinking, the blueprint for thriving in a world that automation builds. Until then, keep learning faster than yesterday's economy can catch you.